Whoever's doing your thing. And by the way, what are you getting up here today? Let's talk about it.
Any other questions?
This is gonna be good.
Welcome to Ask Sister Laila Live.
Ask Sister Laila Live. Ask Sister Laila Live. Weekly for the show at the hour. Ask Sister Laila Live. Ask Sister Laila. Invite your friends and family. Make it cozy. Ask Sister Laila.
And y'all got to excuse me, but I will be drinking my coffee too, you know. So if you got any questions about Islam, you can simply type them on the screen, and inshallah, I'll try to answer them. And there are several different ways you can get your questions asked. You can either type them on the screen, or you can join our Zoom room. And if you do join the Zoom room and you have questions, make sure that you type them on the chat box. So sister, is Fame in here, y'all? Or anyone? If Fame's not here, so one of the, make sure you, Anissa, you watch the screen. Whoever's here can read the question to me. And also you can go to our SunnahFollowers homepage at www.SunnahFollowers.net. And you can send a message to me through the chat that opens up, or you can join the Zoom room, the tab that says Zoom room, to join to get your questions asked. So different ways you can ask your question. But like I said, if you're on social media, if you type it here on the screen, that usually works best. Is Brother Amir here? Because Brother Amir has been dying to get his question asked. Brother Amir, I'm going to take your question first, because I know you said you were patient. So let Brother Amir, while I set this up, let Brother Amir type his question first. And where's my background thing? I don't see it. Wait a minute. Where? Oh, here it is. That's black. Oh, there the purple is. Okay, and then this is pink. Woo, that's too pink. Woo, that's purple pink. Okay, so Brother Amir, you can go ahead and get yours. You were very patient though, and I applaud you for your patience. And there's a couple of other, I don't know what I hit here. There's a couple of other people that had questions too that they said they wanted to get out to me. Go ahead and just start typing them. And yeah, let me put it here. I'm gonna put the Zoom room here too, or the number 862. Is it 862, y'all? Yeah, 3702838. Okay, that photographic memory. There it goes. Y'all see that? Okay, there it is. So there's that's the WhatsApp number too that you can call. Yeah, there. Okay, we got one question here. Can a Muslim man wear tight-fitting shirt? Okay. I don't know what you mean by tight-fitting. I mean, but there's nothing wrong with a man wearing a tight-fitting. I'm going to be honest. A man's chest should be covered. But can he wear a tight-fitting shirt? Yes. Nothing's wrong with that for a man. The rules for men are not like women. I don't know what you call tight, but there's no the man's shirt does not have to be baggy. The man's dress does not have to be like us, baggy. So maybe that'll answer your question. The restrictions for women are not the same as men. The men can show their skin, and the men's clothes do not have to be loose, except where their private part is. The only part of the man's clothing that should not be tight is where his private part is, because the navel to the knee is his private part. But can a man, does he have to walk around with loose clothing on like we do? No. No, there's nothing wrong with that for men. There. Long as it ain't his private part. Okay. Yeah, men can wear compression shirts. They don't have those restrictions. No restrictions on men like that. Okay, let's see. Here's another question. I was curious about my dean when it comes to getting this job. I've had difficulty getting something for 5 years and got help getting into a class for property and casualty. The class was expensive. I think I know where you're going. Okay, continue on, Brother Amir. He said, for me, $800 while learning about Islam. Okay, well, what's the question, Brother Amir? You went to school for insurance. What type of insurance are you asking me can you sell? What type of insurance are you asking me can you sell? Why would you go to school to sell insurance anyway? Ain't no money in that. Well, it's commission, which is interest. What type of insurance you selling, Brother Amir? They always get the young boys for this, the young people. These insurance companies are always targeting the young people. Believe it or not, I got pulled into that when I was 21. Before I started working for the government, some insurance company pulled me in and I wasted my money and then found out that I couldn't do that crap. They always target the youth, these insurance companies. What type of insurance, you asking me, can you sell? Why did you go to school for that? You should have went to school for something else. Waiting on him to post the rest of his question. Brother Amir's trying to get married too. You're supposed to be getting married. Got to have a J-O-B. He. Okay, while he's finishing typing, what type of insurance? Because that's all I need to know. What type of insurance are you thinking you're going to sell? Any questions in the Zoom room?
No questions yet.
And if there is anybody in there, type it on the screen publicly so everybody can see it. Because Spam May, I don't think, is here. And what is this on this that popped up? Okay, go ahead, sister. You want to ask about breaking the fast? Oh, go ahead. Let me check this too. This is, yeah, this is the, let's see if who sent, you sent one through here too? That was you that beeped on here? You used the chat box? Let me see. Okay, hold on. You said you used the chat box too? Somebody put my Q&A on the Sunnah, that WhatsApp group. Now, I ain't got no moderators here. Somebody share this on the WhatsApp group. Okay. Okay, this is a good question that you asked. The sister here asked the question. She said, does touching my private parts without a barrier break break the wudu? Yes. Okay, she said that she touched her private parts without a barrier. Yes, and you did a good job. Yes, that's what I taught you. Okay, she wanted to know that she remember that. Remember, guys, if you a lot of people ask the question about taking a bath, taking a shower. Let's say that you take a shower and you want to know your intentions. You have intentions in your heart to make salat afterwards. Do you have to make a wudu? No, as long as you do not touch your private parts with the hand. But if you're using a towel to dry yourself off and you touch it, that's okay. But since you use the bare hand, yes, sister, you have to redo your wudu. And Allah knows best. Good question. I'm proud of you. Good question. You remembered that. See? That's what I want. I want all of you new shahadas and old to remember those hadiths. I can't get the people in my Zoom room to remember any of them, but my God, you got that's what's disappearing. The Sunnah. People don't remember the hadiths. It's all about the Quran, but they don't understand it because they don't know the hadiths. But I'm proud of you because you remembered it. Yes. Okay, he wants to know, can I work in a job if I become a broker? Hold on for a second. Hold on. Hello? Yeah, walaikum salam.
Do you get a graveyard punishment?
When you get tattoos, you have the curse of Allah on you. Because tattoos
Say it again, Mom.
Tattoos are haram. Allah has cursed the person who tattoos themselves because this is changing the creation of Allah. Who got a tattoo?
Nobody. We were just talking.
Yeah, don't
about
get no tattoos. That's haram. That's haram. You know, that means you'll be walking around with the curse of Allah on you. He can send a lightning bolt and strike you down. You know, we had an eclipse this day. Ain't no tattoos. That means you got a Allah's curse on you because you did something that you ain't supposed to do. This is changing the creation of Allah.
Yeah, Mom, nobody's gonna get a tattoo. I was just telling them how me and you were talking, and then how I had those piercings and I had took them out.
Oh yeah.
I was telling her how I just wanted to like make my image look better. And
right.
How
yeah, you did good. Yeah, you did good because all them we don't pierce our body up either because we don't change the create. You can pierce your ears and put a pierce your nose one time. That's it. But all them rings all over your nose, looking like a cow, looking like an animal. No, we don't do all that. Allah hates ugliness, and we cannot mutilate our bodies. That's destroying your body.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Assalamu alaikum. Okay. Granddaughter. Okay. No piercings. No tattoos for the kids out there. I don't know why you'd even want to get a tattoo because it's not attractive. Okay, no tattoos. You have the curse of Allah on you. That's a major sin. Okay. All right, brother Amir, getting back to his question, can I work in such a job if I become a broker? I thought that I could work remotely and make this my career because I've seen it go somewhere else. Okay, brother, when it comes to interest, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that Allah curses not only the one who does it, but the one who is a witness to it. A broker is a witness to it. Also, the person that writes it down, the broker writes it down too. Okay. You need to stay away from these type of jobs. Anything that entails interest, we don't deal with, guys. This is a major sin too. Anytime a person tells you that there's a quick way to make money, that should tell you that it's something haram. Because anything that comes easy is going to lead you to hell. The road to paradise is hard. So if somebody tell you, hey, give me $800, become an insurance broker, you should have known it's haram because it's too quick, too easy. Anything too easy involves the haram. Okay? You're making money off other people. This is haram. This is interest. Yeah, I tell you, young kids, if you guys want a career, go to school to be a ultrasound technician. Go to school to be a X-ray, a person that takes X-rays. These are this doesn't involve a 4-year degree, and it's a matter of months, and the pay is good, and it's a type of job that's going to bring blessings for you. The medical field. You know, go to school for something like that. Ultrasound technician, X-ray reader, an X-ray taker, things like that. But this other crap, quick, easy money, unless you're going to be a nurse, you can go to school and get an LPN license in a matter of months. And that's a good field. But this other stuff, don't run away from that crap. There's no such thing as Islamic insurance. Just like there's no such thing as Islamic tattoos. Just like there's no such thing as an Islamic New Year Day. Just because people put the word Islamic in front of it doesn't make it legal. That's one of the signs of the last hour. The prophet said they will put the word Islam in front of alcohol and make it lawful. Okay? So there's no such thing as Islamic insurance. That's like saying Islamic interest. Allah says interest is usury. This is one of the 10 fatal sins. So just because you put the word Muslim in front of it, just because you put the word Islam, just because you put Muhammad's name, don't make it lawful. It's all haram. Okay? There's no such thing as Islamic insurance. There's no such thing as Islamic sex, Islamic alcohol, Islamic marijuana. Y'all got it? Don't be duped. Yeah. Yeah, Brother Amir, just go to school to be an X-ray technician or an ultrasound technician, make good money. And they have a shortage of ultrasound technicians. Big shortage. Yeah, they start off at 70,000 a year. 70 grand. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, any questions in Zoom?
No questions.
Yes, sister. Right. Interest is haram in Islam. But of course, there are some exceptions. For example, you live here in America. In order to get around, you have to have a car. Okay? The only way you can avoid interest is if you pay cash for a car. Do you got $50,000 to put down on a brand new car? Okay, so some people are forced to have to take out a loan because a car is a necessity. So they hate the idea that they have to do that. Okay? So they do it, but they ain't gonna buy no Cadillac. They ain't getting no Mercedes. They'll go and get a nice, reliable car like a Toyota or a Honda or a Volkswagen. Okay? But it's still a sin, but Allah will excuse you because you had no choice. Okay, so that's the exception. There's an exception to everything if you have no choice. But to go to school to work in usury, that's not acceptable because you had a choice. You chose to do that when you could have went to be an ultrasound technician or something like that. Right, and Allah knows best. Exactly. Okay, for the people who did buy houses and things like that on interest and you did not know it was a sin, don't worry about it. You didn't know. Allah doesn't punish you for what you did not know. You do not have to sell your house. Keep your house. Pay it off. Just don't do it again. Yeah, don't buy any other houses on interest. Yeah, hopefully, Brother Amir. Hopefully. And if they do refund it, then try to go to school for take that money and go to school for something else in the medical field, like an ultrasound technician or something. There's good money, and it's not a 4-year program either. Yeah. Yeah, not everybody can do a 4-year program. That's understandable. My granddaughter, one of my granddaughters can't do it. She's not 4-year material. Yeah. Yeah. But there's other things. She can do a 2-year or 1 year. Exactly. Yeah, go ahead, sister. Type it. Type your question. Okay.
Question in the Zoom room.
Well, let me answer her right quick. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
This sister says she got a tattoo before Islam. Okay, don't worry about it. The tattoos that you have before Islam, again, Allah doesn't punish us for what we did not know. So since you got it before Islam, don't worry about it. And no, you do not have to remove it. You don't have to do anything. Yeah, so don't worry about it. Allah is not going to hold you accountable for what you did before Islam. Just don't get any more. Okay, go ahead for the Zoom room.
If a pill dissolves on our tongue, is that breaking our fast for allergies?
Yes, you cannot take anything in your mouth and put it in your stomach. Anything that's eating, anything that goes into your mouth to your stomach breaks the fast. So if you got allergies, you're going to have to do like I do, which reminds me, I got to take my allergy pill. You're going to have to take your pills before you fast or after you break it, but you cannot take them during the fast. Anything that entails eating breaks the fast. Eating or drinking. Allergy shots don't break the fast. If it was a shot, that's good. Not nasal sprays do not break the fast. Eye drops do not break the fast. But eating some, putting it in your mouth and swallowing it, your fast is broken. Because what happens? It dissolves and goes down your throat. I got the same pills. I take the same pills. That's why you have to take it after or before. Okay. Yes, go ahead. Next question.
What is tagut? That's what the person is asking. Taghut.
Witchcraft, evil, magic, evil, bad, haram. Who does tagut? Who's doing tagut? That's worshiping something other than Allah. Who does tagut? For the person that asks, why are you asking? You practicing the magic? Are you worshiping idols?
She said she heard about it and she was just wondering what it was.
When y'all hear about stuff, if people ain't speaking in English to you, then you're not benefiting. When you guys are listening to people on the internet talk about this religion and they throw up a bunch of Arabic terms, y'all ask them, what are they saying? Ask them, what are they saying? What are they talking about? Okay. Tagut is an Arabic word that means many different things depending on how it's used. It ain't nothing good. It could be magic. It could be worshiping an idol. It can be anything that's evil that you need to stay away from. So stay away from bad things. Stay away from magic. Stay away from fortune telling. Stay away from astrology. Stay away from shirk, associating partners with Allah. That's all of that is tagut. All of that is haram. It's evil. It's association. Okay, so tell the people that y'all be listening to speak in English. Because if they're not speaking in a language you understand, you're not getting no benefit from them. Yeah. Okay, next question.
What if you have wudu and you need to wash your 2-year-old after they use the bathroom? Does that break your wudu?
No, you can do that. That doesn't break your. It's touching your private parts. Touching your private part. If you clean somebody else's behind, you know, it doesn't break your wudu. You just wash your hands afterwards. And Allah knows best. The same with nurses. And Allah knows best. Not that much stuff breaks your wudu. What breaks your wudu is urinating, defecating, passing gas, having relations with your spouse, and touching yourself. Those are the things that break the wudu. And Allah knows best. Exactly, Sister Michelle. Islam is so easy and so simple, isn't it? Not that many things is just like not that many things break the fast either. Yeah. Okay, speaking of fast, she said, speaking of fast, I had my ears syringed, and I believe you said that does not break fast. Was I right? Yes. Ears being syringed, that's when they clean your ears out. That does not break your fast. Yeah. Exactly. And mouthwash doesn't either. Okay, one of the kids here is asking, Sister Laila, if I accidentally swallow mouthwash. No, your fast is not broken. And by the way, I'm so proud of all the kids here. You all have done a great job fasting Ramadan. I'm so proud of all of you. And I'm proud of all my new shahadas too. Ramadan's almost over. We're in the 3rd week now. We're going to be in the last 10 days in a minute. And those last 10 days go by really, really fast, man. Really fast. Yeah. Yes, the books, I think, look inside that little ticker right there, Sister Amina. Yeah, the books of the class are right there, are for all the classes. I put it in the ticker. And by the way, guys, while I'm waiting on the next question, please make sure you guys visit the SunnahFollowers Zazzle shop so you can order Ramadan gifts for your family. Let me show that commercial right quick for you guys. You know, here's the commercial that I put together last night while I was watching the eclipse. Total eclipse of the heart. Yeah, y'all see that? Did I do the commercial good? You know, I do it all myself. I had to make that sound too. Thank God I'm paying for the AI program. By the way, please donate to support us. That's why I got kind of ticked off when that sister said that somebody using music. Ain't no music in here. I'm paying $250 a month for an AI program that makes music, makes sounds, pictures, and everything else, so I can be professional. That ain't no music. That's the electronics. Digital. It's called digital stuff. Yeah. So was the commercial good, Mina? Yeah, that's the Zazzle commercial. Go to Zazzle, guys, and everything is on sale. Every day it's a sale. So you can get some, and there's other things too. I have pillows there. That's the black and gold collection. Make sure y'all check out the black and gold collection. We have clocks, pillows, all kind of little things, cups, to eat out of. I even got paper plates. You might want to have a tea party, an iftar. You can have iftar and order the black and gold paper plates and all of that says SunnahFollowers here. So check out our shop, You even got cards. How many of you like to play bid whist? Hello, do a Boston with SunnahFollowers. You got the SunnahFollower cards? Boston! I'm getting ready to run these Trump. Bam, bam. Got you a set of cards, black and gold. Yeah, check out the SunnahFollower shop. Yeah, any other questions?
What advice can you give a husband and wife who have a hard time staying away from each other during the day?
Real easy. He should go to the mosque because the blessings of the man are in the mosque during Ramadan especially. So if you y'all have a hard time, then stay away from each other. At Fajr, he should go to the mosque and pray Fajr and stay there until Maghrib. Real easy. Stay at the mosque until Maghrib. That's what Ali radiallahu anha did. Ali would go to the mosque and stay there until it was time to break fast. Okay? So real easy. Yes. That's what your husband do too, Kimmy. The effortless couple. The effortless couple. She said after he comes home from work, because some days he works early, she said he goes to the mosque and spends his time at the mosque reading Quran and hanging out with the imam. That's good. MashaAllah. Exactly. That's effortless. And Allah knows best. Yeah. Yeah, I tell you the truth. Exactly. This is it. The sister here is asking, we only have this Ramadan and then the other. Yes, these are the only 2 holidays. These are the only 2 holidays we have. And this one is very spiritual, isn't it? Yep. That's all we need. That's all we need are these 2. That's it. And yes, Hijri, there's no such thing as celebrating the Hijri. Nope, that's an innovation. We don't celebrate no New Year's. We don't celebrate no new Hijri. That's garbage. That ain't part of Islam. That's a bid'ah too. A lot of innovations. That's why Allah is angry. Look at how we praying Taraweeh in the streets with the prostitutes walking past. Exactly. May Allah bless you too. She said, Sister Laila, you've made this Ramadan so special for me and my family. May Allah bless you, Sister Laila. Ameen. And may He bless you and your family. And I'm proud of all of you. I really am. This has been a trying Ramadan for me too. Woo, it's been trying. But alhamdulillah, we're all making it through. We're making it through. Yeah, any questions in Zoom?
No.
Yes. Yeah, go ahead, Brother Bilal. Okay, Brother Bilal's asking about the mosque. Go ahead. He said, Sister Laila, our mosque was so full for the Taraweeh that some of the brothers had to stand outside. Is that okay? Yes, that's different. That's different. Allah knows your intentions. I mean, if you have no choice but to stand outside and you can hear the imam, that's different. But sitting there choosing to pray in the middle of the street instead of the mosque, that's different. And remember, we can't fool Allah. So if you go to the mosque and it's so crowded that y'all have no choice, some of y'all have to stand outside. This is this is okay. You stand out in the courtyard. Stand out in the courtyard of the mosque and pray. That's okay. But as far as replacing, what these brothers have done is they have replaced the mosque with the marketplace. When the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam spoke against that, he said your prayer is supposed to be in the mosque, not the marketplace. That's the whole point. Allah wants us to put off the marketplace, put down our business, and get to the mosque to remember him. And that's when Allah sent down the verses saying that the mosque are the houses of Allah, not the streets. The mosque are the houses of Allah, and they are maintained by the true believer. You want to know who a believer is, where the believers are, they in the mosque doing Taraweeh. They're not in Times Square. Exactly. So that's different. If you go to the mosque to pray, then that's different. Okay? Is that clear, Brother Bilal? So no, there's no harm in you brothers standing out, praying outside like that. And you said the imam is on a loudspeaker, alhamdulillah. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. You brothers are doing good. That's not the same as these other brothers who are deliberately, intentionally choosing the filthy streets of the worst city in America to pray, just to be seen. And then had the nerve to compare it to the companions fighting the Battle of Badr. Can you believe that? What ludicrousy. Yes. Okay. What's this here? Okay, I see this question here. Oh God, I had to look to the other phone. Let me read it right quick, brother. This question makes me so sad. And you are the fourth brother to ask this in the past 2 weeks. The brother here is asking me, Sister Laila, when there is a hadith from the companions, and then there's an opinion from the scholars, do we take the opinion of the scholars over the authentic hadith of the companion? You are the fourth brother to ask this question. And this is so sad. As I talked about yesterday and the day before, Allah tells us in the Quran that no one understands this religion better than those men and women who were with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And then after them, the people that came after them and after them. No one understands this religion better. So if you have an authentic hadith from Ibn Abbas, which is what the hadith you text me, and that hadith is authentic, I can tell you it's authentic, then you take what Ibn Abbas said, not what Imam Hanafi said. Okay, and this question comes up a lot, and I've talked about this question many times, and I've given the dalil, and that hadith that you just sent me from Ibn Abbas, and there's another one from Ibn Umar, and there's another one from Sa'id al-Khudri, and there's another one from Amir ibn al-As. There's many hadiths from the original companions addressing that issue. And they all said the same thing. So when the companions speak, we don't care what Imam Hanafi or anybody else got to say. because they were not companions. They never even met the prophet. And as Allah says, no one understands this religion better than those companions. So you go with the hadith of the companions. That doesn't mean that we bad mouth Imam Hanafi, because guess what? Imam Hanafi probably didn't say that either. Okay, a lot of things that the people say that the four imams said, the four imams didn't really say. It was the students of the four imams who said a lot of those things. But regardless, we do not take the opinion of any scholar on planet Earth over those original companions. In fact, our understanding of Islam is supposed to match those companions, not the scholars. Everybody understand that? And I hope this is clear. It makes me so sad to see that a lot of you Muslim brothers are confused because these brothers are teaching you scholarly views or Methabian views instead of teaching you the Sunnah. And it's sad. And Allah knows best. Any other questions in Zoom?
Can I sell car and renters insurance?
I just answered that question. Insurance is usually, it's haram. Allah, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Allah has cursed the one who sells it, the one who witnesses it, the one who writes it down. So if you take a job like that, you have the curse of Allah on you. And that means that Allah can send his punishment anytime he wants. That means that you are not going to be successful in this world. That means anything, the bad things that's happening to you in your life, that's why they're happening. Okay? It's haram. That is not a lawful job. Remember, we talked about the hadith today where the Prophet said that Allah only likes what is good and clean and pure. He said your wealth must come from lawful sources. Allah does not accept what does not come from lawful sources. That's the hadith we went over today in my class. That hadith is Sahih Bukhari. So no, you can't do that. This is haram. This is a job that is not lawful, and none of your good deeds, your charity and stuff is accepted. And Allah knows best. Yeah. Yeah, it's not that many things we can't do. But when it comes to interest, guys, just stay away from interest. So many other professions. Easy money. Oldest profession in the world, they say, is easy money. Yeah. Okay, any other questions? Go ahead while I check this one. Okay, why is feeding a homeless guy from the streets bad? Who said that feeding a homeless person from the street is bad? Who told you that? For whoever sent me this question, who said that? There's nothing in Islam that mentions anything about feeding a homeless person in the street. Why was Asiya married to a non-Muslim? First of all, because this was before the Prophet Muhammad came with the religion of what we call today Islam. This was before the Prophet Muhammad. It was during the time of the Prophet Muhammad that Allah made it unlawful for a woman to marry a non-Muslim man. Before the Quran was sent down. Before the Quran was sent down. Before the Quran was sent down, a lot of things were permissible and a lot of things were made haram as punishment. The Quran purified the religion all the religions that came before it. During the time of Asiya, it was not forbidden for a woman to be with a non-believer. It was lawful in their book. Allah replaced it. Okay? Just like it was haram in the Torah. The Jews were not allowed to collect war booty as a punishment. The Jews were not allowed to eat lobster. The Jews were not allowed to eat crab. They were not allowed to eat scavengers as a punishment in their book. But the Quran replaced all those other books, and the Quran purified everything that came before it. Does that make sense? So from this day on, no woman who believes in Allah can marry a man unless he is Muslim too. But in Asia's case, that was not the law. But as far as your first question about a homeless person, I don't know what you're talking about. You're going to have to ask that question better, because there is nobody here has mentioned anything about feeding somebody in the streets. Because guess what? This is Ramadan. That's what it's about, helping people. So unless you're asking me, can you take your money and throw it away to a kafir who's pretending? So you have to be more specific with your question. All right? But Asiya was allowed to be married to who she was married to, because that was before the Prophet Muhammad. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay? And Allah knows best. Does it apply today? No. Can you marry a kafir today? No. And if you married to a kafir today, you ain't married. You're living as a fornicator. And you better repent, because you're going to bust hell wide open. Let you know, that's another bad sin. Major sin. Yeah, we're going to have to submit to Allah, guys. Okay, now the question is different. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was asked, who is most deserving of our charity? The Prophet Muhammad said, charity begins at home. There are 6 reasons as to why the Christians will always be the majority over us, because there are 6 good things about them. One of those 6 things, the Prophet said, is they take care of their people. The Christians take care of their homeless. They take care of the poor. They take care of their orphans. And you live in America and you know it's true. We have the Red Cross. We have Meals on Wheels. Meals on Wheels will bring free food to the homeless. We have the Girl Scouts. We got the Boy Scouts. We got all kind of organizations here in America that take care of the homeless. But what do we have for Muslims? The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said the people who are most deserving of our charity are the Muslims. Why? Because our allegiance is to Allah, to the Prophet and them. Our allegiance is not to the non-believers. They have their own allegiance. They got their people to feed them, okay, and clothe them. We have no one to do us. So the poor Muslim comes before the poor kafir. And it just makes sense. Why would you rather feed that man over there who's probably pretending? Let's talk about it. Do you know that most of the homeless in America pretend to be homeless because they don't want to get a job? How you know he ain't pretending? How you know? Number one. Number two, all he got to do is call the Red Cross. They'll come pick him up, clean him up, give him a bath, give him a free meal, and they'll find a place for him to live. They don't need you. The Christians don't need you and me. They got organizations. In fact, they don't want your charity. The Christians don't want us doing for them. Okay? So, why would you want to help a kafir instead of helping that Muslim woman over there who's got 5 children and no husband? She works like a dog to try to take care of her family, but she can't spend time with her kids. And when she do come home, she busy cooking and no time for herself. You rather take your money and give it to that a drunk crackhead who don't need you because all he got to do is call the Red Cross. You rather give it to that crackhead than to help that Muslim woman who fears Allah? This is why we will be destroyed. The Prophet Muhammad said, our destruction will come from ourselves. We will oppress each other, kill each other, abandon each other when the kafir don't need you or me. They don't want you. They don't need you. They don't like you. They think you a terrorist, but you're going to go help that crackhead and let your Muslim sister suffer. That's why the Christians will always have the advantage over us. Sad but true. So that's why. So if you got money, take it to the mosque like Muslims do. You don't give it to a crackhead. You got money you want to give in charity? Call your local mosque and give it to them so they can give it to the needy people. And you can donate to this website too. Hello. We need donations to keep it going. Okay. Okay, is it true? And will you get the blessings not like you would get had you given it to a Muslim? Because charity begins at home. It begins with us first. That crackhead didn't need it. The crackhead got the Red Cross, Meal on Wheels. One phone call. They'll be out there to pick him up in a minute. Boy, let's see. Is it true that if someone dies, okay, is it true that if a person dies and they are owed some fasting, that their heirs have to? They don't have to. No. But it's good to. Do they have to fast on your behalf? No. If your family is like most families, they probably won't. So, but if you got a good family that's looking out for your soul, yes, they will make the days up for you. Because fasting is a debt that has to be paid back to Allah. Okay, and Allah is more deserving of his debts being paid than we are. So if you got a good Muslim family, if they know that you died this year and you had 3 days to make up, then inshallah they'll fast on your behalf. But do they have to? No. And if they choose not to, that's your problem. Because it was your fast, not theirs. And Allah knows best. Okay. There's a lot of things that we don't have to do, but we do because we're supposed to have love for each other. And it doesn't have to be your family. It could be your best friend. If my best friend Latifah died and I know she had 3 days to make up from fasting, I can make them up for her. Okay. And I would do that for her because I love her. She's my friend. But do I have to? No. And Allah knows best. Okay.
Should I lease?
Yeah, go ahead.
Should I lease a car or make a car payment to own it?
This is a question that you shouldn't ask me because it ain't got nothing to do with Islam. Like I said, interest is haram. If you can lease a car, leasing is not interest. But what you decide to do is your personal business. I'm not a business consultant. I'm just giving you the answers of lawful and unlawful. It is haram, haram, haram. Interest is haram. But there's exceptions. Okay. And before you do any interest, you need to investigate what's law, what you can do that's lawful. And Allah knows best. But as far as me advising you on your financial state, that ain't my job. Talk with your husband, your mother, your father, or your imam. Because I don't know you. I don't know who this is. I don't know your condition. Okay, next question. But you should try to avoid interest because it's a major sin. It's just like prostitution. It's a major sin. If we start thinking about things like, if you people would think about interest like you do prostitution, then you see how serious it is. It's just like prostitution. It's a serious sin. So before you indulge in it, see what other alternatives are out there for you and utilize them first. If there are no other alternatives, then you may fall in the category of the pressing need. But you have to seek the alternatives first. Look at it as prostitution. Then maybe that'll help you to deal with that. And Allah knows best. Okay. Okay, here's a question from Brother Perry. He said, is it lawful for the imam to tell the people in the mosque by saying who has... This ain't got nothing to do with Islam, Brother Perry. That's the imam trying to raise money. That's nothing wrong with that. The imam is trying to get money to help pay the masjid expenses. What's wrong with that? Yeah, that's his job. That's the imam's job to make sure the mosque. Remember, Allah says in the Quran that the masjids are the houses of Allah and they are maintained by the believers. You have to maintain the mosque and it takes money. So if the imam is asking who's going to help, if he's trying to do a fundraiser to maintain the mosque, then nothing's wrong with that. As long as he's not doing interest, and that's not interest. So there's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. That's nothing wrong with that. Yes, next question. Go ahead. He's got to raise money. That's what we need to be doing here at SunnahFollowers too. Who got $500? Who got $1,000? Gotta raise money. Ain't nobody gonna give it to you. Gotta ask for it. Yeah. Any other questions?
Those are all the questions for now.
Okay. Okay, I just want you you Muslims to understand that when you know something is haram and you deliberately do it, this is disobedience to Allah. Remember, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Allah will accept your good deeds as long as you're not doing any major sins. And I talked about what a major sin is. A major sin is to deliberately, intentionally disobey Allah. This is the month of Ramadan. The Prophet said anyone who fasts the month of Ramadan out of sincerity to Allah will be forgiven of his or her past sins as long as they are not doing major sins. So what major sins are we committing? What actions of disobedience are we deliberately, intentionally doing? When you guys start thinking like that, you would think twice before you jump up and use interest. You will look for other alternatives first. You would try to see, well, maybe I can lease if I got the credit. Okay, maybe I can do this. If we would take these actions of disobedience more seriously, then it would be better for us, guys. Otherwise, to deliberately disobey Allah, you're just starving yourself. None of your prayers are accepted. Your fast is not accepted. Your charity is not accepted. None of your good deeds are accepted if you are intentionally disobeying Allah. And I didn't make this law. Allah made it. Just like you women not wearing hijab. If you ain't wearing hijab, you wasting your time. Allah is not accepting your fast. He ain't accepting your prayers. He ain't accepting nothing from you, because you're deliberately disobeying him. And there's no such thing as a baby step in Islam. There's no such thing as a baby step. The companions did what Allah said do. When Allah said it's haram to drink, they stopped drinking. When Allah said women have to cover up, they covered up. They didn't say, oh, give me a minute, like you weak Muslim women today are doing. And you want to know why Allah is whipping y'all behinds, why you ain't got a man, and why your kids are retarded, and why your kids grow up apostate. You curse yourselves. You women are cursing yourselves. Okay? We have to submit to Allah. Don't sit there and pick and choose what you want to submit to. All right? All right, any other questions or comments? All right, we're going to end our Q&A here for tonight. I want to thank everybody for joining. By the way, Dr. Asim's class is canceled tomorrow. He did send me a text. Let me make sure. Yeah, he canceled his class tomorrow. So tomorrow you have me at 6:45. And then you have my 9 o'clock class. I'll be doing the class on the sacred abode. The sacred abode. And by the way, guys, please check out the SunnahFollowers shop so you can get gifts for Ramadan. Let me show that commercial again. It's on Zazzle. Let me show it to y'all again. We got a lot of stuff. This is just some of the stuff that we have there. Yeah, so please go to our Zazzle.com SunnahFollowers store and order you some Ramadan gifts for the kids. There's other stuff there too. And those watches come in different styles for children, men, and women. We got those hoodies in every size, including 5X. I think they go up to 5X. You know, we got clocks, all kind of little stuff, pillows, you know. Check out the shop, and I'll probably try to add some more stuff to the shop too. I just been kind of remiss because this website is taking so much time, but I'll probably try to add some more stuff to the shop, inshallah. All right, guys, I'm going to close out for tonight. I want to thank everybody for joining and participating. I'll try to put out some shorts. Brother Youssef's wonderful news and review. He did a great job today of the week news and review. I'll put those shorts out tonight. And please go to the YouTube channel, subscribe, and share. Click on the tab that says shorts and share our shorts. I got Dr. Ali's shorts. Share Dr. Ali's shorts with other people, and also Dr. McBride. I did make shorts out of the exercises. Dr. McBride showed us what to do with the thumbs, how to strengthen the right and left brain with your thumb. I made shorts out of that. And also the other short he did showing us how to strengthen the brain. Please share those shorts. All right. Okay, I'm going to log out for now. I'll be in the Zoom room. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Whew, this was weird.